really can't stay. Baby, it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
Tigers, Happy New Year. This is Miss Smith and my husband, Mr. Brent Smith, and we are coming to you today to give you a little tiger tip about staying warm on these cold winter days. This is January, and from now through February and March, it's probably going to be pretty cold outside. In fact, today it was freezing. That means it was 32 degrees. And when it is 40 and in the 30s and 40s, that's cold, guys. That's really cold. And when it gets 32 degrees or below, that means that water can freeze. And if water can freeze, then your skin and your body are not going to be healthy if you don't keep your body covered and safe. Don't be one of those people that comes to school in shorts and say, it's not cold outside. It's cold outside, and you need to dress appropriately. So let's talk about what I mean when I say appropriate. Mr. Brent here is my model today, and you will notice that he is wearing what people call around here a toboggan. Now, a toboggan or a winter hat is something that comes down and covers not only your head, but your little ears. That's very, very important. And it doesn't have a lot of holes in it. It is thick material, usually like a sweater material, and it covers you. Now, this cute little hat that I'm wearing today, you'll see it's got little holes in it. This is not a toboggan. This is just kind of fashion-y, fancy. This isn't something that I'm going to wear outside to keep my head warm, but this would keep your head and your ears warm so that when the wind is blowing, it's not going to blow into your ears and give you an earache or cause your ears and your face to be super cold. It's going to help with that. Now, Mr. Brent is also wearing what we call a coat. A coat is different than a hoodie, and it's different than a jacket. I am wearing a hoodie today. A hoodie has a hood. It's made out of sweatshirt material. Okay, and sometimes hoodies have these little pockets in them, kind of like a little kangaroo. You can put your hands in it, and you can stuff things in it. And these are nice for fall, or if you wear this under your coat, that's okay. But this, by itself, is not a coat. This little thin jacket right here that has a hood, but it's only got one little layer of fabric. This is not going to block out the cold wind. This is not going to be appropriate for going out when it's cold outside, when it's freezing outside, or when the snow comes, and the snow will come this year, folks. So what Mr. Brent is wearing is a real coat. It has two layers. You see a blue layer, you see a gray layer, and sometimes coats even have like thick, puffy cotton in the middle of those two layers that make it puff out. That's even better because that's more protection for your body to block out all of that cold stuff. Now, there are some other things that you can wear that even add more protection and warmth to your body as it gets colder. So let's see what Mr. Brent has. Some people call these earmuffs. Some people just call them ear covers. It doesn't matter what you call them, but look the way they're shaped. They're shaped to go over your ears. So Mr. Brent's going to show you how that works. Now, they're all made out of fabric. Some of them have like a little wire in it that helps shape them, but they cover up your ears. So if you didn't have a big toboggan to go over your ears, you could wear that to cover it up and keep the wind out. We've also got cute little hats that I see a lot of you wearing that kind of have a little animal thing going on, and these little things kind of come down over your ears and tie around your neck, and that's cute. That'll help keep the wind out of your ears. And here's another one. Now this one's kind of the same shape, it's different colors, but you see it works the same. You put it over, you tie it up, that's going to block out the wind from your ears. So hats are one thing, but then of course we've got scarves. So the whole point of a scarf is to not only cover your neck, but because it's long, you zip up your coat and then you wrap it around. And see, he's tucking it into his coat. That's one way to do it. But let's say that the wind is blowing and you want to keep it out of your mouth. Well, then you would take this and you would wrap it around, and you could get that and tuck it into your jacket. And then that would be a way that your mouth, or even if it's really cold, you could cover up your nose. And that's why scarves are important. Scarves can be used to cover up your neck, your ears, your mouth, your nose, whatever you need. Scarves are important. Now, some of you girls probably have seen these kind of scarves. Some people call these infinity scarves, but basically they're just a circle, and you do the same kind of thing. You wrap it around your neck, you make a little 8 with it, and then you bring it back over, and then it's around your neck, so you can kind of bring it up and do whatever you want to with it. Now, we cannot forget about gloves, right? Because you got to keep your hands warm too. And there's two kinds of gloves. You can wear these little thin gloves that are made kind of out of sweater material. And these work fine. Or if it's really cold and it's snowing, you might have to go with the thick puffy gloves, folks. It's a little harder to move your fingers in thick puffy gloves, but it's going to keep your hands warm. These are things that you need to wear. Not to mention keeping your feet warm by wearing your tennis shoes and your socks. Come on, no flip-flops at school, okay? No sandals. Keep your feet warm. Keep the socks and the good shoes that are going to be good for the winter, like tennis shoes. Those are the things you need to be wearing. So this is your tiger tip. Love yourself. Keep yourself warm because, folks, it's cold outside.